Welcome. I'm John Canopener.
And I'm James Wang.
And together we are Rock Hard. And today what we are talking about is Halloween 2018. But I gotta tell you guys something. We attempted this a few weeks ago and failed miserably. It was more on my part rather than James' part. John got a little too fucky with a...
He party rocked too hard.
Just a little bit. And I couldn't remember what the fuck I was talking about. So, that's why we're doing this right. We want to do this right. And right now, we're going to show you some clips of our first attempt. Right now. Thank you, James. Great facts there.
You're welcome.
But now, it's time for the real meat and potatoes.
Motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers, this is when we see... Well, this is when we talk about what we really liked about the fucking movie, okay?
And that's fucking everything, motherfuckers.
All right, starting with my first one. And what's his name? Aaron. Aaron goes up with the masks. He starts telling Michael that, like, you could feel it, can't you, motherfucker? Can't you? And then,
you feel it, don't you, Michael?
You feel it, don't you, Michael?
You like that, don't you, Michael? You like that, don't you?
Keeps yelling at him to say something, but when he does,
everyone's like, Figaro!
Yeah. Figaro! And getting all crazy. Figaro! He says, say something! And then, title drop. Bum, boom, boom, bum, boom, boom, bum, boom, bum, bum. And the reason this music... And the reason...
That's so perfect!
Well, that was fun. I'm glad we did that. But here we are now. And James, as always, is going to take it away with some facts. Halloween 2018 facts coming straight at you from my boy, James. Take it away, James.
Cue the music. Facts with James. So, for this first fact, it says, the song playing when the boy and his dad notice the bus crash is a Western version of the song Laurie sings throughout the original movie. It can also be heard during the end credits.
I wish I had you all alone. Fucking Adobe Creative Cloud.
Fucking with the vibes, man.
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had you
all alone.
Yeah. I didn't even hear the song unless it was too low, but where the song was playing, it says playing when the boy and his dad noticed the bus crash.
So it must have been on the radio when they were just bullshitting.
I can't get reception on this thing ever since the antenna was been at the car wash.
Why do we have to come out again? We do this all the time.
But you don't enjoy it? I like being out in the woods.
No, I enjoy it, but I'm missing dance class for this.
When he's talking about dance class.
It's like, dancing is my thing.
Yeah, it really hits me, you know?
Really, he's like 30 years old, but it really hits me, man.
Yeah, kids got it right. I'm like, do a couple of those.
Drink some water. Stay hydrated. For this next fact. This one, I was not a little too sure about it, but my friend John over here confirmed this one, or on his behalf confirmed it.
I did.
So it says, Jake Gyllenhaal, helped convince Jamie Lee Curtis to reprise her role of Laurie Strode for the film. Jake Gyllenhaal is a family friend of Curtis and is dubbed by her as an unofficial godson.
Well, there you go. Well, how nice is that to know? You know?
Well, hey, good for fucking you, dude. Wow.
Yeah, good.
Wow.
I wish I was the godson, dude.
So yeah, of the Scream Queen, bro, the OG.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It would be
wow.
nice.
Not only is bro like fucking like so beautiful, and he's like, and you're the unofficial godson of Laurie Strode, bro.
Yeah. I know it's not fair. It's okay, James. It's all right. We'll just keep tracking along with our shitty little YouTube channel.
For this last fact, this one is pretty cool. So, apparently, or actually not even apparently, it is widely known that the man himself, John Carpenter, makes a comeback. But not for the way you think. He came back to do the music, and oh my god,
Is it
music.
not perfect?
Yes.
Goddamn. Well, you can tell. You can definitely tell. They were probably like, "Hey, you want to direct this motherfucker?" And they're like, "Listen,
Nah, I'm good, bro.
what about music?"
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
I'm in. And there's some beautiful music in here.
Oh my god, yes.
Probably the best in the franchise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I can't really. I mean, I have some other ones. Like I like, again, Halloween 6. As much as I don't like that movie, I do like the little guitar riffs.
He likes the shredding.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. It's a little different, you know. At least they try to be different, not like just do the same song but only shittier. At least they try to be different. But no, I feel like in Halloween 2018, just the fact that John Carpenter did the music, it just adds. They already did everything right as it is. I mean, we'll get more into it when we get to our notes and shit, but just the fact that like they kind of, what you said, like they kind of got like the old school with the new stuff in.
Yep.
And the music just made it so fucking perfect.
Yeah, kind of. They brought back like the synthesizer,
Yeah.
that kind of shit, but then like some new age kind of stuff into it. And yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I think John Carpenter nailed it.
Bro fucking killed it, dude.
I think it was him and his son and this other guy named Daniel Davies, I believe. And yeah, they fucking killed it.
They fucking crushed
They fucking
it.
crushed this shit, bro. With the music, bro.
What the fucking music?
With the
dude?
fucking music, bro.
They fucking crushed this shit.
They did a
Anyway.
good fucking job, I'll tell you that right now, bro. Alrighty, well, thank you, James. As always, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
But now, you guys know what time it is. It is time to get into the real meat and potatoes.
Motherfucker.
Starting off here, of course, the opening here. Okay. The whole movie starts off at Smith's Grove. And there's these little gay podcasters going to
They're investigative journalists.
investigative journalists.
Investigative journalists.
Going to try to see how Michael works. They meet with Sartain.
Oh yes.
They go into the little
Dr.
courtyard.
Saltine.
They go to the courtyard where all these crazy people are kind of like chained up and shit, but they're like
Mhm.
getting their exercise time or something like that.
They're like, was it recreation? Not recreational. Rec time? I don't know.
Yeah.
What is going on? Stand
Something like
outside.
that. Michael's just standing there. And then they come out and they get close to him. And Aaron pulls out a mask. The mask.
The mask.
The fucking mask.
What did he say? He's like, oh, I have a friend at the Attorney General's office or something.
Yeah, they just gave you the mask.
Yeah, they just fucking because
Doesn't matter if it's evidence or not.
yeah, fuck all that shit.
Just straight up gives it to him, and he pulls it out of his bag, holds it up behind Michael, and is like, "You can feel it, can't you? You can feel it."
Oh, and Michael.
And then Michael kind of turns just a smidgen, and everybody starts freaking out because the evil's like,
Figaro.
"Figaro!" freaking the fuck out. But then he says, "Say something, Michael. Say something. Say something!" And then mic drop, title card.
I borrowed something from a friend at the Attorney General's office, Michael. You feel it, don't you, Michael?
Say something! And then fucking, there you go, man.
Oh yeah.
You finally got your pumpkin intro,
Hell yeah.
but instead of it just being a pumpkin just sitting there, it's
Mhm.
a pumpkin coming back to life after being dead.
Yes, goddamn.
What
Goddamn,
a
goddamn.
representation for this fucking movie.
It's about goddamn time because we have went through a lot of these movies. We went through almost all of them. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, if you haven't seen those,
Getting damn close.
check that shit out. But yeah, I forgot which when they stopped. I think after. I don't remember.
After 4.
I think after 4. Yeah.
No, wait.
No, 4 didn't have
have
one either.
either.
I think after 3.
Yeah.
The third one, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think after the third one, they stopped like with the pumpkin intros and they just kind of showed the title card and everything. It's like, eh. But in this one, yes, like again, after so fucking long since like the fourth one or the third one, goddamn, we finally got a pumpkin intro back after all that time. And yeah, it's not like it like decaying; it's like already decayed and it's like, coming back.
Coming back,
And it's awesome.
it's really cool because it's like, hey, we're gonna save this. All right, fuck all those other sequels. This is what exists.
Chicken fried motherfucker.
I'm sure you guys already know. We assume you guys have seen all these.
Mm-hmm.
But what they did was they said, fuck all the sequels, only the 78 exists.
So not even Halloween
And
2.
this is a direct sequel to that. So it's 40 years later. It's H2O, but it's
H40.
H4O. No,
H40, yeah.
pretty much.
Pretty much.
So yeah, I was seeing that like come back was like a good representation of like, hey, we're bringing it back, dude. Don't worry.
Actually, and then I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of want to just like watch the trailer again because I remember you said how like in the trailer it kind of showed like what's the friend name, Vicky opening the fucking closet door, Michael being there and then getting her ass and shit.
Yeah, and then Jamie Lee Curtis saying like, I prayed for every night that he would get out or whatever.
Mhm.
Like, why was that? So I can kill him. Like that. That was all in the trailer. Yeah, there's quite a bit in the trailer.
Well, aside from my first thing being that pumpkin intro and making the comeback finally, the next thing that I put was how I like the way that they like kind of just brought Laurie Strode onto camera. I kind of gave like two examples. Scream 5, you see like Sydney, her feet like running and shit, and then kind of just like the slow pan, and then she like turns her head with the phone. Like obviously she's like making a comeback as a legacy character, like that typical corny, camera work bullshit to show. Oh, look at who it is. Who do you think it's gonna be? Oh, it's the person you thought all along. Like shit like that.
Wow.
And I'm surprised they didn't do that. I feel like they kind of did something similar with Hawkins in this movie, where like he was playing the pinball machine, and then the lady asking, "Do you want a strawberry slushy or do you want coffee?" And then and then he's kind of like, you see his hands and shit, and you hear the radio call, and he just turns around, and then this is like the perfect camera work.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, I mean, it would have been cool if they done for Laurie, but they didn't. They kind of did it for him, even though I don't think it was intentional. I think the way they just did it. But I kind of like how they just kind of just went like right into it. Like, here she is. That's it.
Well, I mean, it took a little convincing. I have that down. I said Jamie Lee Curtis acts her ass off for $3,000.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't want anything to do with these people. And then they bust out $3,000. We're
She's
investigative journalists?
Investigative journalist?
How does $3,000 sound?
How does $3,000 sound?
And she's like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah, she's like, money talks, bullshit walks.
But that whole scene with her talking to the podcasters in there, I feel like Aaron's being a little douchey to her.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the boogeyman or whatever. You see this little shit-eating grin.
Like smug look on him.
Yeah. And then she's like, "You don't believe in boogeyman?" He's like, "I believe in Michael Myers, deranged serial killer, but the boogeyman, no."
No.
You know what I mean? Kind of cocky. And she's like, "Well, you should."
Well, you should.
And he should have.
And he should have. Yeah.
He really should have.
Like,
he gets his ass beat.
for real, dude. Yeah, he fucks his ass up, and he just beats his ass. It's crazy.
But that whole scene when they're talking about her past, and it's kind of like plot dumping a little bit. It's kind of like giving us
like
feeding us the background, so we're caught up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the way Jamie Lee Curtis plays it is like, I feel like this is real. I feel like it really happened.
Like it actually happened. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, and then the state took your kid away or whatever, or she says,
and you never got custody.
He never regained custody. I never did. But you already knew that. And then she gets up and tells him, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah. I'll accept my payment.
Give it to me.
And yeah.
And then what she do with that payment? She goes and gives it to Allison.
Fucking dumb bitch.
And she says, "Fuck college.
Fuck
Go
college.
to Mexico.
Yeah.
Suck a couple dicks.
Eat some ass."
Yeah, put some pussies together."
Yeah.
One of the things I have down here is that just how serious they took this movie. The serious tone of it really helps. Thank God, And I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis really wanted to bring this version of Laurie to life, and she fucking nailed it. And right away too, from the beginning, you're like, oh shit, this is a different Laurie. Okay, all right, she's
fucking like cleaning her guns and shit, and fucking
she's traumatized.
shooting. Yeah,
she's preparing. Like that's all she cares about.
I'm sure you have the same thing. The Loomis impression from The Voice.
Oh, I do have that.
Yeah. So when it was Aaron and that, what's the chick's name again? The girlfriend's name?
Investigative journalists?
But anyway, they're like in the hotel and shit, and then he's listening to like an old tape of like Loomis and shit, or like an interview with Loomis.
It needs to die.
Yeah, but like that person sounds exactly like Loomis. It's crazy, but I kind of like how they're still keeping him alive. They still kind of have like sketches of him. Although they have actual pictures of Donald Pleasance in the movie, but they have like sketches of his character, like in court and stuff. So it is kind of nice to kind of see them keeping him alive still. 40 years later, but he's still kind of there still. So rest in peace. But yeah.
Dr. Samuel Loomis, January 22nd, 1979. Do you wish to give a statement regarding your former patient, Michael Myers?
My suggestion is termination. Death is the only solution for Michael. Here for myself, that his vitals no longer function, and immediately incinerate the body. It needs to die.
My next one I have, Karen is annoying. Okay.
God damn, I have that too, but later on.
Yeah, Karen, dude. She just doesn't fucking. She is a Karen. She's a definition of a Karen.
She's a bitch to the max.
God damn it! No matter how much, the scene that kills me is when Karen and Ray are having dinner with Cameron and Allison, and they're talking about her making the honor roll and all this kind of shit. And Cameron's gonna be the date for the night. That's her boyfriend. This is the first time they're meeting him, so they're having a little dinner. And one thing that bugs me is she calls her grandmother.
Oh yeah.
No one ever says that. No one says grandmother. Everybody says grandma or nana or something like that, but no one ever says
G-ma.
Yeah. No one ever says grandmother. But
Nana.
she's like, she's talked to grandmother, and she's like, yeah, I had a good conversation with her the other day, or yesterday.
And you can tell she's fucking lying her ass off. I'm like, dude.
But yeah, she said she would come, but honey, she's agoraphobic and she's all this kind of stuff. And then right at that time, fucking Jamie Lee Curtis walks in, and then she's like, I'm sorry, I'm late, I'm sorry. And Laurie just came back from watching Michael get transported to the new prison. She saw him leave. She didn't see where he went. And she's having a hard time, but she's trying to be there for her granddaughter. And Karen is just like, the first thing Laurie does is pick up a glass of wine and start chugging it. You know what I mean? And then she's like, what are you doing, Mom? What are you doing? And she's almost making a bigger scene than it had to be. Just give her the fucking wine and have her sit down. Like, why do you have to? Mom, I thought you quit drinking. Mom, this is exactly why we don't reach out, because of this kind of stuff. And then she's like, okay, I'm sorry. I'll sit down. And she's just like sitting there breaking down. Allison is like the only one that can notice that she's breaking down. And Karen is still like...
He's just there.
And Karen's still like, do we need to go outside? Do we need to do this kind of stuff? How embarrassing when you're fucking there. Anyway, and then after that, Laurie takes off. Allison follows her out. They go to the fucking highway or whatever. But then the next cut is Karen talking about, I never told you about my childhood. I knew how to shoot a gun when I was fucking 12. I knew how to finger bang guys when I was fucking 14. I knew how to do, like, she just fucking, and she has this blank stare on her face the whole time. I guess she was directed that way, but it's so fucking Karen-like and it's so annoying. I can't stand Karen through most of this movie.
Nothing fucking pisses me off more.
Nothing fucking pisses me off more.
So fucking mad.
Yeah, Karen's annoying as
so
shit.
So fucking mad.
I don't like her at all. The world's full of love and understanding. I'm not gonna let your
negativity or
whatever.
You're crazy. No, I don't know.
Her crazy mind. Change that or whatever. And it's retarded. It's just like, no, do you live in the world? Like, there's crazy shit happening everywhere. You should be aware of all that stuff. Make the best of it.
Especially since that your mom was a victim.
Yeah. Yes. That's Why is that so let go of? You know what I mean? But she does redeem herself.
Yes.
And you guys know that.
Well, I kind of had that next too. I put how like the whole dinner scene was cringy as fuck. So the next thing I have after that, we already talked about this before, but it's the little boy in his raspy voice.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, like out of the many kids that auditioned for this movie, he was the one that stood out the most. They're just like, oh yeah, this is the guy.
Well, he does good when he's approaching like the officer on the floor.
Yeah, with the gun and shit, but his voice is like, dancing's my thing.
Yeah, that's my thing, bruh.
Yeah, and then he gets killed. LOL. I actually wrote LOL in my notes.
I'll follow along with that. Yeah, the first on-screen kill is a kid.
Yeah.
And it kind of shows that Michael ain't fucking around, dude.
Like,
he's
he
been
does not give
locked
a
up.
fuck.
He's been waiting to kill some motherfuckers. It's Halloween night, 40 years later, close to Haddonfield. I'm killing this guy. I'm killing this kid.
He said guy because it sounds like a guy.
Hey, guy.
He's probably like, oh fuck, it's a little boy.
And we already said that the music is so fucking good.
Yes.
But I also have the connection between Laurie and Allison, just in general.
Yeah.
It's tender. Even Allison has her little moment with Laurie where she's just like, let it go, you know? She's like, but can you know what I mean? Can you let it go? You let this fucking take over your family and everything. It took priority over your life and all this kind of stuff and blah, blah, blah. Say goodbye to Michael. All that shit. But still, Allison gives a fuck about her grandma. Like, she doesn't think she's insane or crazy for thinking this way. Like, she understands that, like, yo, I get that you went through this shit, but I know you can be stronger if you want. But Karen just totally doesn't even think about that kind of shit. But I do like the connection between Laurie and Allison. And I do like the little switcheroo they played when Allison's looking out her high school window and she sees Laurie just standing out there. They do that a couple times in here with like callbacks, but it's Laurie instead of Michael.
Yeah.
You know? So that's pretty cool.
Okay, so the next thing I have is the whole scene to where Michael fucks up those people at the gas station.
Oh yeah, that was
that whole thing, and him getting his mask back is like,
yeah,
god damn it, so cool. Like, he already fucked the kid up, and and he just, I mean, as much as it's so unnecessary, it just will still be cool to see it actually happen on camera or whatever. You kind of see glimpses of it, like in the background, like where you see like after that fucking nasty bitch is like, oh, I have to go like number 2 so instantly.
Yeah, I have to go number 2 like right away.
It's like,
bitch, go.
I got a shit really bad. I had
all the things.
I had a beef nacho supreme chalupa. Fucking like
maybe it was a callback to that.
Like Joe Grizzly, bitch.
Maybe it was.
You need to go to number 2 almost immediately.
Maybe.
And on the van right there with the little church lady, it says resurrection on the side.
Oh, yeah.
So I think there's callbacks to everything in here.
Oh, hell yeah. But anyway, and then you see like, and then that lady inside the van, and she's kind of like looking at Aaron and kind of like looking like to the side, and he's like peace, whatever, like he was like confused, and you see in the background Michael fucking that guy up. I'm like, god.
Yeah, she knew the evil was around. Or it could be a callback to that preacher that was like, "You're chasing it, ain't you?
Oh, it don't die like a man
You're hunting
does.
it, ain't you? Yeah, you're hunting it. Yeah, it don't die like a man dies."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Loomis is like, "No shit, bro, speaking facts."
Let me swig that shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Another callback that like I've noticed was, I'm pretty sure everyone else noticed it too. I can't be the only one. I'm not that special. Is like where like the Halloween masks. You see like callback to the third movie. You saw like the witch, the pumpkin, and the skeleton, like the silver shamrock masks or whatever.
The ghost sheet over fucking Vicky.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So just that whole fight scene with Michael fucking everyone up, and then fucking with that bitch in the stall, and then putting the teeth over the stall. I'm like, ugh, gnarly. And then he goes and checks the guy out, and it looks like he's sleeping, but you see his jaw fucking.
Yeah, the makeup artist in this is great. Christopher Nelson. I do know that one. So I
Thank
will
you
say
very much.
He did a great job. He also played one of the cops. He was the one that made the brownie. And we appreciate you, man.
Hell yeah.
Good job. Good job, my friend. Hawkins is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Hawkins, as soon as he gets that call, I'm on my way. And he gets there. When he first shows up and he sees the fucking dude there with his neck all bent to shit and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking believe his ass. Like, when you come across some shit like that, you're like, I'm the only motherfucker out here. Like, I'm next. I'm fucked. You know what I mean? But he's still trying to do his job and just keep everything together. But Hawkins is a treasure in all three of these movies.
Yeah.
And mad love for Hawkins. And then I also have, since that was a quick one, I also have blue lights are everywhere. And if you're gonna have a Halloween movie, you need to have blue light. Because nothing. Maybe red. They use a lot of red in the second one for Michael's face, you know? But I feel like the blue light is, like, aesthetically pleasing with the white mask. Like, look at it.
So sick.
Looks good.
My mic's kind of in the way. I don't know if I could.
No, it's okay. Use this. Yeah, look at that shit. But even the fucking...
So cool.
The siren lights on top of the car. On the cop cars. There's
Yeah.
no red. There's no red. It's all blue. Don't tell me that shit wasn't on purpose.
I was gonna say like that shit like seems like so on purpose.
It's so on purpose. Because you need to have that blue light.
It's like right in your face. Like yeah.
So, David Gordon Green and Danny McBride definitely knew what to fucking put into a Halloween movie, and I appreciate it so much because they really respect not only the first one but the franchise, because they have a lot of little nods like we were talking about.
Yeah.
You know, but just that alone, like adding the blue light, yes, we need that. They did it in Resurrection too.
Yeah, they did a lot
good.
more. Yeah, and
But-
the Michael wasn't that bad in that movie as well, or the mask at least.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's nice to have those aesthetics back. Because
Yeah.
you kind of need that with this, and yeah, it's nice to know that people still give a shit about this. And again, making it serious. Thank you so much.
Even though, like, I wouldn't want to call this a negative because I feel like this movie as a whole is not like the most perfect movie, but it is like by far I think the best one in the franchise. But there are certain things that I don't want to call this a negative, but what's that kid's name? Julian. Yeah. Yeah. That whole thing, I like it. I like him as a character, but sometimes like he kind of takes me out of the seriousness when he's like trying to be funny or just saying like random shit.
I got it.
It's like the way that he is just like I know he's trying to be funny. He's like the comedic relief of like, dude.
But a couple part, it wasn't necessary. Like when Vicky's actually getting fucking killed, it ain't necessary, dude.
Yeah.
And he's being funny left and right, and I have her down to here too. Julian kills the tension in Vicky's kill.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible. It's terrible. That one, you don't feel any fear, nothing. You don't feel any fear until Hawkins and Laurie are looking for Michael.
Yeah. I want to say, which by the way, I did not know this until you told me. But you said how Nick Castle was only in a small part.
Yeah.
When he was in the bedroom with like him facing towards the mirror and then facing towards outside.
Yeah, and Laurie first sees Michael
For
in the upstairs bedroom. And she thinks she's going to shoot him, but she's actually shooting a mirror. That was Nick Castle, my friends.
I did not know that.
The OG.
That's
the
crazy as
original.
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. And he did the breathing.
Oh.
Yeah.
For all three of them or just this one?
I don't know. I know for this one, though.
Sick.
Pretty tight. Uh-huh.
That is pretty sick. See, yeah, that's like even more respect. More respect to them, dude.
Just
Yeah.
get the details down. You know what I
And
mean?
you just get the OG. You get like the original people. You know.
It's
God
so
damn,
good.
That's so awesome.
And I feel like they're, besides Nick Castle, this guy, James Jude Courtney,
Oh my god.
is the best Michael there ever was. I'm sorry. He
Like-
he nails the
like
walk. He nails
Yeah.
the head tilts. He nails the veracity, like the shit that you're supposed to be like scared of with Michael, like the intense parts, the scary parts.
Mhm.
Like he just does it. So he's not too quick. He's not too slow. He's just fucking right. This guy fucking nailed it, man. And it's nice to have a Michael that we have for 3 fucking movies in a row.
consistently the same person.
Yes. Oh my god, that helps. You know, it's so good. Anyway, James U. Courtney. Nick Castle's the OG, but you are my favorite.
He's like past the torch.
Yeah, we're gonna pass the torch. He's a little taller.
Which kind of sucks too, because like I know like there's like other ones was like George P. Wilbur, and he's like the only other one that I know that was Michael, aside from Nick Castle and James U. Courtney. I can only name those three.
There's Dick Warlock.
Oh, Dick Warlock, I know one too.
And then there was fuck. I have to. There's one I'm missing. George B. Wilbur. Don Shanks.
Oh yes.
Don
oh,
Shanks.
you fucking nailed it, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And then there was who's the guy in H2O?
I think it was the same dude that was a Ghostface in Scream 2. Remember?
Yeah, but we don't know his name.
Fuck, I
forget. But he was a Ghostface.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Before I'm gonna backtrack just a tad before the Julian shit.
Mm-hmm.
I put Mikey's first night back in Haddonfield.
Oh yes.
With that one continuous shot going house to house. First picks up a hammer. First he runs into the kids, and they're like, "Sorry, mister." And then he just turns and goes right to the first house.
He's like, "I could totally fucking end you if I wanted to right now."
Grabs a hammer, kills that bitch. Goes right. You think he's gonna kill a baby because you hear a baby crying?
Oh yeah.
And then he looks at the baby and says,
Nah, I'm not that fucked up.
Come on, I am human. I mean, but then goes right to the next house and kills that blonde chick.
She's on the phone too, like, what? Like, I'm pretty just hearing the news of what's going on and shit.
And then you see his reflection in the fucking glass.
It's impossible. Well, I'll keep my doors locked.
Yeah, and then you see just a shot of the windows, through the windows from the house, the light shining onto the house next to it, and you just see Michael's shadow. Like
you see his head walking.
Yeah,
just towards the back.
Which is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
And then she thinks everything's good, and she's gonna close the blinds or whatever. Michael just comes up right up behind her, fucking bashes her head once, one slit through the throat.
Done,
Slams
son.
her head down and walks on to the next one.
Yep.
Sick.
Let me know if you hear anything else.
So badass.
And then they kind of like panned right behind him, and he opens the door and he walks out, and just all these kids on Halloween. He's like, bro is thriving.
Blue light on his face.
Yeah.
Blue light everywhere there. And the Halloween atmosphere is huge in this.
Mm-hmm.
They did a great job of making it feel like it was Halloween. Love it.
Yeah.
Did a really good job in that. But yeah, that is a badass scene. That was really tight.
For my next one, I have the part where Dr. Saltine meets Laurie Strode for the first time. And the one thing that stuck out to me was something that he said. It was very weird. I know it's not meant to be taken weird. I thought it was kind of weird where he was like getting close to her, like he says, "I know everything about you and Michael. Everything." Bites his lip.
Everything.
But anyway, I thought that was kind of weird, and then kind of introduced himself as like, "Oh, I'm the Michael's new doctor," and then she's like, "Oh, so you're the new Loomis and stuff." Blah blah blah. The whole interaction and stuff is you kind of just see like that interaction, because obviously I'm pretty sure if Donald Pleasance was alive, he would be in this movie. Do you think he'll be in this if he's still alive? And
that's kind of what I like about. I know a lot of people hated Sartain.
Yeah.
But for me, I liked how Sartain was obsessed, because Loomis got to see Michael really in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
And this motherfucker only got the notes from Loomis. He was a student of Loomis. So he never got to see it. So he wants to see it for himself. He's still like obsessed with this. Like he wants to know what makes Michael tick. And so he put all this shit together. He's the one that, I'm assuming, they don't say it, but I'm assuming he caused the bus crash. You know. Anyway, I'm assuming he caused the bus crash. And then I'm assuming that he had this planned out from the get-go. I don't know how he planned getting in a cop car and stealing, you know, and slicing a motherfucker and all that kind of stuff.
Which, by the way, also the way that he had his pen, they showed it kind of once, like his pen.
In the beginning.
In the beginning, him like signing some document at Smith's Grove.
I mean, that pen's gonna be important later. They wanted you to know.
Yeah.
Even a little nod like that is pretty nice. It shows some good filmmaking. Like, this is gonna come back later, but you don't even realize it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's a cool part. Cause she comes up and she's like, "What are you doing? You're just fucking standing here, you motherfuckers! Like, go do some shit."
Find his ass, dude.
I was like, "We don't need you right now, Laurie. Just shut up." And then he comes, Laurie Strode. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Your tits are just as incredible as I dreamed.
Still single?
Everything about you. Everything. And I do like the part before that when the sheriff is telling him, like, just stay here, sit still, or whatever. He's like, "Well, I already was sitting still, so what is the point of that?" It always makes me laugh every time. Okay, we're right in the alley of this. When Hawkins rams Michael.
Oh, yes.
Hawkins, this is why I said Hawkins is awesome. Because he don't give a shit. He was one of the arresting officers when he got arrested, when Michael got arrested back in 78.
Yes.
And he ain't gonna let this shit happen again. He knows he's a threat. No one believes him. But now chaos is happening, so people are starting to believe him. And he ain't gonna take any chances. He wants to kill this motherfucker now. So what does he do? They cruise around after Allison's fat friend dies. Or whatever. They finally get Allison. She's in the cruiser with Hawkins and Sartain. Allison sees Michael. And Hawkins, all he says is, "Here we go." And he's just gonna fucking ram him, dude. And he does. And he BAM! Michael.
What did Sartain say? He was like, he's state property. He must have been harmed.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Like all hard and shit. Like,
brace yourselves.
Don't hit him! Watch out!
Hawkins does not give a fuck.
He does not give a fuck.
Does not give a fuck. We're killing this motherfucker. Anyway, Michael's down for the count. And Sartain runs out and tries to, like, "Michael, you okay?" or whatever.
He's dead.
And then Hawkins is like, "Get away from the suspect," or whatever. "Get away from the suspect." And he's like, I can't. And he's like, "I'm still gonna blow this motherfucker's brains out," or whatever. That line right there. Like, "I'm still gonna blow this motherfucker's brains." You should have blown both their brains out.
Yeah, fuck both of you guys.
And then Sartain takes his faggy little pen out. Turns out to be a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just slices this motherfucker right in the throat. Keeps stabbing him in the throat. He stands up with the mask on.
Yeah.
And everybody was pissed about that. But really, he really wants to know what it's like to be Michael.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to take it over. Calm down, people. He wasn't going to take it over. He just wanted to see what it felt like. And so that's what it feels like.
So, this is what it feels like.
You know what I mean? He was all fucking about it.
And then, by the way, he's able to fucking drag his ass.
Oh, I have that as a negative.
Oh.
Yeah, Sartain dragging Michael. After his arm's in a sling because he got blasted by the kid.
Oh, fuck!
And this motherfucker get dragged. Michael.
Bro's like 6 feet tall. Fucking
6'2",
like,
I think.
Yeah.
And then dragging a full dead weight.
Yeah.
And throwing him in the back. I don't buy it, but
bullshit.
We'll go along with it for the movie. But yeah. Yeah, that was another thing I had that just proved that Hawkins was like not fucking around. Like he was ready to just blow the shit out of this kid's head. Not kid, a full-grown man.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's kind of funny. I feel like, well, who knows? But right now we are kind of like in the same like area and stuff, same space, whatever. So I put that whole scene with Oscar's death, him like fucking like trying to like try to mac on Allison and try to get with her and shit. I was like, it's so goddamn cringy. And then
it's so
hop over the fence, like, yay, you did it. And then she kind of goes in. I'm like, oh god, it's like so cringy. Like, please stop. I don't want to see this. Come
'Cause
on.
you know it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's
like-
not gonna happen. Allison's hot as shit. There's no way, dude. Your fat little ass. You're not getting this, dude.
Come on, man.
Does not mean I want to be with you. Ever.
Yeah.
But then he gets it, which is also a cool scene. I didn't write it down, but
Oh, like the lights and shit.
even before that, when he's talking and he thinks it's the actual
Like-
dude's house,
Yeah.
and Michael's just standing there. He's like, "Hey, have you ever wanted somebody that you just couldn't get?" And Michael just stands there. It was kind of a nice comedic moment. You never see comedic moments with Michael.
And you're just like,
like,
yeah, man, I feel you.
yes. But then, yeah, the security lights coming on and off,
Mhm.
and Michael's just getting closer. Hey, man, you're really creepy. That's a really good scene. That's really.
Yeah.
And then when he's fucking lodged up there, he's screaming. Allison comes back, and then she turns on the security lights by coming closer,
Mhm.
and then you hear that. Whatever that song is, badass John Carpenter fucking song. God damn it.
God damn it.
God damn is the music not awesome in this motherfucker. I tell you that right
And
now.
this motherfucker.
Have you ever really liked a girl and you just couldn't have her? I'm sorry, man. I'll piece out of your hair, man. Thank you for just. I'm leaving, right? I don't. Spit the ball! Ow! Oh my God! Ah! Ah!
God damn it. That shit is, again, that's so goddamn cringy. And I guess I wouldn't want to call it negative, but it's kind of a negative. But in a way,
The girls got me really chubbed out.
yeah, they're fucking feeding me guacamole, and it sounded. We were saying how
In
like
all these sexy ways.
it's like we were saying how like that line, that whole line that Oscar said, it sounded like something that Danny McBride would write.
Allison, I'm like really drunk right now. Seriously, I got really horny at the party, and like all these girls were like dancing on me. Their beautiful bodies got me all chubbed out, Allison. Allison, please. They were feeding me guacamole in all these sexy ways.
And only something that Danny McBride could pull off.
Yeah, like the way he says it.
Because of his twang and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like, it would have worked with Danny McBride. It doesn't work with this fat kid. So.
No. That was funny though. And then the girls were dancing on me and I'm all chubbed out. They're feeding me guacamole in all their sexy ways. But yeah, I can just picture Danny McBride saying it and it's funny as fuck. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The two cops talking about their lunch.
God damn it, yes.
It's great because we needed a little tension break here. So they put these two cops in there, which I'm sure is an homage to Halloween 5 with those two dumb cops.
And they play that stupid fucking music.
They're talking about, well, they didn't do that in here, thank God. But they're talking about their lunches. And one guy's offering, talking about a banh mi sandwich, which is a Vietnamese sandwich.
He was like, it's not so much the content inside, but the bread itself.
But the bread itself, you know? And he's like, me being the best partner I am,
best partner in the world,
had to make you your very own peanut butter and jelly banh mi sandwich. And the other guy goes, which is Chris Nelson, by the way, says, that's disgusting. I'm not eating that.
Like, that looks disgusting. I'm not going to try that. I brought my own lunch.
I brought my own lunch, thank you. And he's like, what'd you have? He's like,
check this
he's
out.
like, I got some pudding, and I got big chocolatey brownie. I made that myself. And then they end up dying, and the flashlight through the fucking head, making it look like a jack-o'-lantern. What a great fucking Michael kill. Because Michael likes to do that. Michael likes to make little trophies out of his little art exhibits, maybe more than anything.
Oh, yeah,
out
for
of his
sure.
victims, you know, almost like a kid with crayons.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
For my next part, I am getting a little close to the end of my notes. So the second to last thing I have was they're in the house and basically Ray fucking biffs it.
Yeah.
Because the car, he's playing with a fucking like your daughter's missing and you're not fucking like worried at the least. You're just like,
Nah,
oh,
he's playing with yo-yo.
the police will handle it. Let me play with this fucking yo-yo and start flinging it.
Yeah.
It's like a stupid ass. Fucking hate Ray, dude. Fucking hate him, dude. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Anyway, and then they see the cop car pull up and he's like, anything yet? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, hello. And he fucking check out the door and he opens that shit. Sees the fucking, the guy fucking head, holding the head, flashlight, all that shit, and he's like, oh my god, oh my god. And then you see Michael come up and just fucking get his ass and start strangling his ass, and
See, I wonder
he
if
breaks necks like his entire movie.
Oh yeah, easy as shit. I wonder if the yo-yo was showing that he's gonna get choked. You know
Oh yeah, you might be right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that until now. I'm smart, dude.
It's fucking intelligent, bro.
Fucking smart over here.
Fucking smart guy over here. But anyway.
Yeah, but fuck Ray.
Yeah, fuck Ray. I he's a piece of shit. I after watching this so many times, he's funny. Like when he's like, oh, I got peanut butter on my penis. Like, it's like,
I mean, it's alright.
But like, yeah, it's like small things. But other than that, he's a dickhead. He's like not that funny, and he's kind of like a disposable character, which he is, because it's kind of. It's kind
Jiu-Jitsu didn't help you at all.
Yeah, I guess he's like, I could take care of my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Jiu-Jitsu. I know this.
And yeah, and he fucking he dies anyway. Anyway, so the whole point of my thing was saying how that shit happens. Michael is like in the fucking house because what the whole door or Laurie's checking out tells Karen to go down in the fucking basement thing, and then she's checking out the door right behind it, and then Michael, bam, goes through the fucking door. Yeah. Fucking starts hitting her head, choking her, trying to choke her out.
Oh, that's intense.
Yeah, and then you see Laurie get the fucking shotgun and try to put it up, and then Michael's like, no, bitch, you got that shit. They're all fighting, and she's smart, and bam! And you hear him kind of like a little bit. But again, they kind of nailed Michael with this one, because in other ones, they made him talk, and like Rob Zombie ones, or they made him like a little too fast.
When he was stabbing.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense when he's hurt, you know?
But yeah.
Just a little something. Like, nothing too crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. Another example why they nailed Michael, where, yeah, he's not supposed to talk, not supposed to do anything. But yeah, him little... Like when he gets like his hand, like he dude, any normal person would fucking, oh my god, holy shit, like you're just fucking freaking out my fucking hand, dude, like my hand's blown off, you bitch. And yeah, anyway, that shit happens, and then they're in the house, and then Laurie goes to the fucking downstairs, they're hiding, Michael walks around, she shoots the fucking floor above them for some reason, like, oh wait, thanks asshole, you kind of just give away your position.
Yeah.
He hides, and then she goes, and I'm getting to my point, saying how they rigged the entire house. So where she checks every room, she clears it, and she, bam, doors closed.
Yeah.
That is smart as fuck. You can definitely tell how, yeah, you may see some examples where Michael's not fucking around, but in this part, you see how Laurie's not fucking around either.
Oh, and you know what I just realized too? Because there's burners going off everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So she was trying to trap him. No matter what room he was in, she was gonna burn the whole place down.
Oh my god, you're fucking right.
It didn't matter where Michael was.
Oh my god, dude, you blew my mind right now. Holy shit, dude, my mind is so fucking blown right now.
So it didn't have to be the basement, you know. It could have been anywhere. She had burners everywhere, in every room. So she was ready to. She was gonna torch the house no matter what. I wanted to make sure that motherfucker was trapped somewhere. You feel me, bro?
Yeah, I feel you, bro. That's a goddamn.
I just thought of that right now. Yeah.
Dude, you're fucking intelligent, dude.
I'm intelligent, dude.
Goddamn.
I'm like 18 beers deep.
18 beers deep, and you're intelligent as fuck.
I'm so smart.
Goddamn. That's a pretty good observation. But anyway, I liked how she's closing doors, and yeah, that's kind of smart. Yeah, so. Who knows? Maybe they were just kind of showing that could have been an alternative, just trapping them in any room.
Any room.
And just fucking burn the house down. Yeah, smart.
Which kind of makes it kind of stupid that she would go and try to hunt him down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then closing one door by
I would fucking like close. Bam, 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 bam. Close every door. Get the fuck out of here.
He's in here somewhere.
Yeah, he's in here somewhere. I don't give a fuck. Like, let's just fucking ditch this bitch and get the fuck out of here. Bam, bam, bam. Fucking close all the doors. I'm gonna fuck.
But we need to see the one-on-one with her.
Yeah, too. And then he's hiding behind a mannequin and they fight. Yeah,
and you know he is. You know he's hiding behind one.
Yeah, you're waiting. But honestly, I thought he was like gonna be in the middle, because like she was pointing the flashlight everywhere but behind towards the middle. I'm like, he's fucking behind in the middle somewhere. Nope. He's on the fucking left side.
Yep.
I'm like, oh.
Busts out, throws her out, and then what do we get? Another nod. Just like Halloween 1 or 78, when Michael flies over the balcony, lays on the grass or whatever. Then there's Laurie. And then Allison grabs his attention because she's in there. Grandmother?
Grandmother?
Mom? And then, yeah. And he's like, oh, we got some more bitches to kill. All right, cool. And then, yeah, he looks back down at the grass. Laurie's gone. It was a beautiful little note.
And you're fuck!
But then I also have a little back, just to mention it, the Sartain head smash.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Had to put that in there, because Sartain thought, like, he had this connection with Michael. You never have a connection with Michael. Loomis told you that from the get-go, bro. He's tried over and over and over and over to put this fuck. There's nothing. If Loomis couldn't get to him, you ain't gonna get to him. And he's laying on the ground. Say something. Say something. And then Michael just fucking stomps his ass. Bam!
Imagine he's
watermelon
like,
burst right there.
Imagine he's like, die.
Stupid. But that's before the cops get killed. But I just want to mention that before we go on.
Yeah.
But I also have, since we're here now, I have Karen's redemption.
Oh my god, yes.
Finally, we have it. Karen's been a fucking nightmare this whole goddamn movie. You hate her. You kind of want her to die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You kind of, and that would add some stakes to Laurie. You know what I mean? Now you killed her daughter. You know. But no, her and Allison are down in the basement. They don't know where the fuck Laurie is, and the island opens up because Michael fucking was like ripping it off or whatever.
Yeah. And
then she sees her gun that she had when she was a kid. She grabs that shit and she's pointing it up and she's like, "Mom, I can't do it. I can't do it." And then as soon as Michael's like, "Oh shit, oh yeah, no threat here."
That was my chance.
Stands right in front of her and he's, "Gotcha." Bam!
Help us! I can't do it! I'm sorry, I can't do it!
Gotcha.
And blast that motherfucker. Yep.
In the neck.
And then he fucking...
That's funny because that's my next one too.
And then Jamie Lee Curtis says that horrible line in the pantry, which I think is a negative. That's for me. It's too corny.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, Michael. and then pops out. You know what I mean? So, and the light's like perfectly on her face. Like, Happy Halloween, Michael. I know they're trying to play off of Michael, kind of like Laurie being Michael for Michael.
I'm trying to blend with the light now.
That's what they're trying to...
Happy Halloween, Michael.
Happy Halloween, Michael.
But Karen finally got her, and we're like, okay, good.
Like, okay, she's finally fucking worth
You're
something.
redeemed.
Yeah, you're
Good
worth
job.
something now.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank fuck. Anyway,
and
I have
Michael
that
and
too.
Laurie have the fight.
Yeah.
And then she knocks him down. What, do you have anything else before I start going here?
I have the ending.
All right. Knocks Michael down to the basement, and then they figure out they're like, no, this was never supposed to be a, you know,
And it wasn't supposed to be a cage.
a cage. All right, it was never supposed to be a safe place or something like that. It was supposed. It's a trap.
Gets her foot, or gets Karen's foot, and then they're all trying to like get him down, and then Allison gets a knife and just and then slices his hand. And you hear him kind of make another grunt noise again too. And then pull that shit back, and then bam, and then fucking the bars lock. And he's like right fucking there, dude. And he just stares at them.
You fucking bitches.
You bitches. He's like, son of a bitch. You bitches got me. All right.
And that's what I was talking about. Then you see burners going off like everywhere.
Every other room. Yeah.
So it was always supposed to be it. But then she throws a flare down. Laurie throws a flare down. We get out of the fucking house. Allison runs up to a truck with a knife, which I would not stop for.
Yeah, I'll be like, and she does this dumb shit. Stop! And she's like, we need help. And then proceeds to look at the burning house. It's like, I'll be like, the driver like, lady, what the fuck do you want?
Oh god, I'll be like, nah, I don't trust you.
No, you have a knife in your hand.
Just take
fucking
the fuck
chill
out.
Get the fuck out of there.
And then it ends with the three of them in the back.
Yes.
And then it zooms in on the knife.
Yes, and I was gonna say I like the ending where it's kind of like open, so where like you said, how if the movie had like not done well, they would have left it like that.
Yeah.
But or they could have been like, they can continue it.
Yeah, it's pretty smart.
And guess what? They fucking
continued.
did. They continued it.
Which we like.
Yes.
But I want to know, do you guys like this one? Because we like it. We like this one.
Mm-hmm.
I love, the main things I like about this one is that it's serious. They took it serious. They made Michael scary again without making him 8 feet tall. And,
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They brought it back to the roots. The mask looks fucking great. Laurie, this is a different version of Laurie, but I like it. I feel like Allison's a strong character. Cameron, when he's in the skirt, kind of want to fuck him. And Sartain wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
You know, Sartain, for just to get things going, like you need a character like that, not bad. So, all in all, 2018 is a great film. But I want to know if you guys agree.
Yes.
How do you guys feel about 2018? And I really want to know. We really want to know this kind of stuff. Messages in the comments. Go ahead. Because we ain't stopping, people. We ain't stopping. But we will pay attention to those comments, and we want to know what you guys think about it. And with that, we thank you guys for watching. We love you all. And keep your eyes peeled for Halloween Kills coming up next. But right now, we're going to have to say, this is Rock Hard out.
Beans Rice and Jesus Christ. Bitches. My balls are sweaty too.
Bye.
Bye.